Ever had a moment that stops you in your tracks? Officer Ryan Evans had one, a jaw-dropping discovery that changed his life forever. This is the kind of story you don't see coming. A tough cop, a broken beggar, and a shocking twist that'll make you rethink what family means. Let's dive into this emotional journey of loss, forgiveness, and redemption. It was another busy day for Officer Ryan Evans. His uniform was crisp, his badge shining, but his mood was far from cheerful. A long shift filled with noise, complaints, and endless paperwork had drained his patience. As he walked past the station, he spotted an old man hunched on the sidewalk. The man's coat was torn and his weathered face told a story of struggle. A battered coffee cup shook in his hand as he quietly muttered, "Spare some change." Ryan was instantly annoyed. "Look, this isn't the place for that. You need to move along," he barked. The old man didn't argue. He simply lowered his gaze and whispered, "I'm sorry." That night, Ryan couldn't sleep. Something about the man stuck with him. He couldn't pinpoint why, but there was a flicker of recognition in the man's voice. The next day, Ryan saw him again in the same spot. This time, curiosity got the better of him. "What's your name?" Ryan asked, trying to sound less harsh. "David. David Evans," the man replied, his voice barely audible. Ryan froze. His heart raced. Evans wasn't just any name, it was his name. But it had to be a coincidence, right? Ryan's father, David Evans, had disappeared 3 decades ago. Still, the man's tired eyes stirred a memory Ryan had buried long ago. Ryan's father had left when he was just a boy. No explanations, no goodbyes, just gone. Growing up, Ryan had clung to the hope that maybe his dad had a good reason. But as years passed, that hope turned to bitterness. Now here was this man, claiming the same name, sitting on the streets, looking like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. "Why are you here?" Ryan pressed. "I've made a lot of mistakes," David admitted, his voice trembling. "I lost everything, including my family. I've been searching for them ever since." Ryan needed answers. He brought an old photo of his family to the man the following day. It was a picture of Ryan as a child standing next to his mother and father. "Do you recognize this?" Ryan asked, his voice steady but his hands shaking. David's eyes filled with tears as he held the photo. "That's my family. That's my boy," he choked out. Ryan's heart dropped. This wasn't just some old man down on his luck. This was his father. Anger surged through Ryan. Why now? After all these years, why didn't you come back? "Do you know what you put us through?" David broke down. "I thought leaving was the right thing. I lost my job and I couldn't face the shame of failing you and your mum. But I was wrong. I've regretted it every single day." The raw honesty in David's voice was disarming. Ryan wanted to stay angry, but he could see the pain etched into every wrinkle on his father's face. Ryan didn't know what to do at first. Could he forgive a man who had caused so much pain? He decided to take it one step at a time. He helped his father get cleaned up and found him a place at a local shelter. Slowly, they began to rebuild their relationship. David started opening up about his struggles, how he had battled depression, lost everything, and wandered aimlessly, too ashamed to go home. Months later, something remarkable happened. David stood at a community event, sharing his story. He spoke about his mistakes, his regrets, and how his son had given him a second chance. "I don't deserve forgiveness," David said, his voice breaking, "but I've learned that sometimes the hardest part isn't being forgiven, it's forgiving yourself." Ryan stood in the crowd watching his father. For the first time in years, he felt peace. This story isn't just about a father and son. It's about how life can take unexpected turns. It's a reminder that even the deepest wounds can heal with time and effort. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to move forward. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past. It gives you the courage to write a better future. Want more stories that touch the heart? Subscribe and stick around for the next one. You won't want to miss it.